No, vamos a la atención. Y acá es que. Parece aquí y es que. Para que me canto. Ah, creo que. Vale, ya vamos con este punto.
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an art. Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant.
Even so, learning to strip yourself.
The difference is that I allow you to exist. I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness.
That is the problem. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars. Those afternoons of exploring the unknown.
Esto es nuevo porque esto no deja al Pablo.
That isn't what we need.
Exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here.
And look around. Look, you cast aside your dreams now.
And do you think that means I should seek?
El hecho de que trascendiera el tiempo se llevara de tus ataduras para venir a enfrentarse a ti es prueba de
Thank
ello.
you for saying that. To be honest, I'm not here to. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, all those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we...
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there. I'm ready to see them
Esta
all.
parte debe ser temporada. Está rompiendo. Este lado.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad all dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Cinemática.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
You survive. Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
doesn't have to be the end.
Hostia, si yo no subirse más juego.
Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Ay, no, estoy teniendo un vicio. Estoy teniendo un vicio. Ay, va a ser muy emotiva. No, eso como que... Yo creo que aquí no va a ser el final de la misión. No creo. No creo que va a ser aquí el final de la misión. Solo una corriente de agua.
So, I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without... That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sir Loki, yes. And not just because of the gap in our abilities. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness. I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready.
Si ese día llega, te ayudaré.
Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
Porque creo que las buenas y justas acciones no son cosa de una persona. Si todos estuvieran dispuestos a esforzarse por ello, un día la bondad cubriría todo el universo. Padre humano entre almas y los sueños. Marcharse juntos. Escribir estas veces son lejos. Ya no hay nada. Nada más que hacer aquí. ¿Nos vamos? Salir. Ahora vemos.
Oh, you're finally awake! Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death! You're both okay, right?
What does it look like?
Parece que tú puedes haber
Only
evitado.
water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context. But whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious
Espero que no se los haya comido. Espero que no se los haya comido todos.
All right. It's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good.
Ganas.
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more... The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time.
Vale, pero también tengo bien infinidad, bla, bla, bla. Y ya tengo cosas del pase, nivel 5. O sea, ya puedo subir skill, todo ya de así.
Need a surfboard?
Fearless.
Ah, si saltas te acaba la durabilidad. Si te acaba esta espada porque aún no la sacas. No sé qué va a subarlo. Y no sé qué armas ponerlo. Así que.
Merciless.
Entrar. Ready me pone. Juega con tu equipo. Esto parece la arena normal de los estrellas.
The fog is gone! Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? Really? So, you're telling...
It's a subconscious
Unas
instinct.
noches de
To
repente.
them, he represents ultimate
Ey,
power.
¿por qué
We
vas
know
con
the
hidro?
person before.
¿Qué trabajar con hidro?
Oh, Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us.
No, no podemos. Pasamos ganar. Solo estamos solo pensando.
Never star goes out!
Bombs away!
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Go!
Merciless. Into the void.
Water jet! Wipe out!
Ya está. Verlo. Uy, cinemática épica. ¡Cuidado! ¡Ay, tengo escudo! Limitamiento.
Haven't had enough of my power.
Cuidado, y eso maestro. Y de verdad la estamos chingando de verdad. ¿Cómo va? Tengo buen poder con el programa de más tarde, antes de una actualización.
Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
Look out. Y le meto con el puto de borrinco. Al no sirve para algo el prototipo reencarnado. Y la devuelves, gracias. Ah. ¿Quién coño eres tú?
Well, have you...
You saw that my body was at its such power.
Ahora es lo mejor.
Skirk. Sort
How long has it been? How long?
hundreds of years.
Hundreds. Sorry. It's a
Es
lot
que
to take
mismo.
in. I should introduce myself. am
Pero los de
Scoffin,
Caín
a friend of your
o se
master.
convertían en
And
espíritus
of
en
his
monstruos del
father.
abismo.
This is the
Este
first
tío
time
parece que
I've heard
ha reencarnado.
your name, Skirk.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well. Take advantage. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I trained the sword harder than anyone else. Defeated all of my peers. Over time, my heart hardened. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face. I still remember what he said to me when we first met.
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worse. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. But somewhere along the way, after his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said
Se me
to
puede
me,
romper ahora.
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether."
Tiene el pecho raspado un agujero negro.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day, and we can spar like we used to. Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse. All I can do is try. Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality... Disciple? Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe. You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecy. Well, all Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow. Sounds pretty... Of course. Only the most out. Still self... I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means... Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sertologi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even
Se
survive
fue como
that?
tortura medieval.
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it.
You're right. I should have known better, but... I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But...
After the beating we just gave you?
Sertologi's disciple. That... I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him. We're like mountain climbers in the dark.
Y es que
Never
si
knowing
conseguir
how much
actos
higher we have to
esta misión,
climb.
seguramente sería el momento en el que
True.
vayamos a matar
But
al
I made up my mind
derrotarlo.
long ago. No matter how
Seguramente
dark
sería
it
para
gets,
y
I will
se
not
vaya
give in to
a
despair.
Henry.
I will overcome
Incluso.
it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle, one where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, after which all can come to an end. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose.
Perhaps you're right.
Estamos
Perhaps that
haciendo
is his
puto
goal.
agujero.
What a battle that would.
Ya que se muere.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for my. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
I can, but not through death, if that's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness. The impurities will dissipate. And under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. But it will be a time-consuming and painful process.
I accept. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though I know it'll be a long and arduous road. If we are climbers in the dark.
I will reach the top of this mountain. And you, Skofnunger.
That's finally
Oh,
over.
uy, uy, uy,
Let's
uy,
get out of
uy, uy,
here.
uy, 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 uy. Anda ahora mismo. Ostras, es que están quedándose a lo lejos. Ya no hay nada que hacer aquí. Nos vamos. Y ahora vais a salir de aquí.
We did it! Ah, it's only been a few days, but once again, we've proved there's
Se lo
nothing
tenía
we
que
can...
esforzar. ¡Qué
Wow!
bien!
You sound even more confident than you. Today
¿Qué
sure
le va
went by
dando?
fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you meant.
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has been returned. So,
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering
Muy
with
falso
rotten
si ya lo
light.
es, Iba.
It's not real. And
Yeah.
yet, it is
que
for that very
ustedes saben
reason,
cosas.
even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst.
Algún día
We will
veremos el
return to the
universo
real
real.
universe one
Sea
day,
por voluntad
whether
propia o no.
time marches ever
Sabiendo que
forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow, though we gaze upon a false sky. Its vastness and majesty
pero
is
sí, si los
Ah,
falsos.
this is all going over Paimon's head. But ever
Nada,
since we
no,
met,
no.
he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No
No,
matter if
cuando
it's too
dijiste
big a
que iba
job for one
muerto,
person,
eso sí,
then we'll do
soy
it
una
with
como
two.
digas.
And if
No, no,
two's
no.
still not enough, we've met so many amazing friends and accomplished.
I suppose when it comes to you, well,
Posible.
I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it. I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless, reunions, one without war, pain, or forced partings. For this, we must all work to become stronger. If that's what you...
Adiós. Ay, bueno, chao.
Is it just Paimon? Or is she being nicer than before? Hey! What do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the
Ahora
stars.
acampemos aquí.
Come tomorrow, we can continue
Muy
our
bien.
journey. Oh, and since Paimon...
No voy a pagarte. Bueno, aquí te dije ya, tercera y última parte del episodio. Que también, ¿cuánto me duró? Todos los vídeos. Oh, me ha dado cositas, me ha dado, ¿qué me ha dado? ¿Qué me ha dado? ¿Qué me ha dado? Me ha dado cositas para la relajatedera. Vale. Resumen del entrenamiento. Resumen del entrenamiento. ¿Qué misión? El resumen del entrenamiento ya lo he leído, vale. Es un objeto exclusivo, bien. Mandado con la telefonía, pues excelente. Esto es lo nuevo que nos ha dado. Vista de inspeccionar. ¡Ah! Ah, es como... ¿Cómo te estaba? Es como esto. Como esto que es como esto. Y que era ya el informe. ¿Esto? ¿Qué es? Ah, esto no puedo pegarlo. ¿Qué era? Parte cooperativa sobre... Ah, esto es lo del bigotillo. Ah, vale. Y ahora solo quiero una cosa. Esto no. Esto. Un Double switch.
Strike a pose!
Y es imbécil. Me queda terminar el vídeo sin subir así que... Un momento. Un momentillo. Un momentillo. Un momentillo. Un momentillo. Un momentito. Un momento. Un momento. Creo que la puedo subir más de nivel, ¿verdad? Me falta... Vale. Ya no, soy nivel 90 y me da a mí. ¿Qué me sale nivel 90? Claro, soy un fan. ¿Me dice los talentos que puedo subir? No, no me dice los talentos. Vale. Subir. 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 Cristian Teguera, subir. Y ya, pues terminamos aquí el vídeo. Terminamos aquí. Tengo que terminar algo en el skit, así que chao.